What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals News, where we talk about nothing for about a half hour or so. My name is DJ, and I'm joined by my sister,
Dale.
And my friend is here, also, Dan. What's up, Dan?
What's up? What's going on?
Alrighty, so this week in the news, one of my biggest topics. Now, this has been in the news like a lot lately, and I've been skipping over it for the past year, but it's been annoying. It's annoying.
Oh, okay.
So there's a thing out, hashtag release the Snyder cut for Justice League, because everybody wants Zack Snyder's cut of the Justice League movie to be released in theaters because they were upset with the movie that was released. Rightfully upset, because the movie was horrible.
It's pretty trash.
Yeah, it was trash. But what makes me angry about this, and I'm sorry, this is going to be DJ's rants.
Have at it, man.
Because what makes me angry is that this thing is being perpetuated by Zack Snyder. He keeps coming out with this stuff, in my cut of the movie I had this, and in my cut of the movie I had that. One, I'm like, it angers me because it's unprofessional, especially with the way that he left the movie. He was no longer the director, quote unquote, because his daughter sadly committed suicide. And then that's why they got Joss Whedon. So,
Did he, Oh, wait, no.
yeah, he did Avengers.
It was Brandon Whedon.
Oh.
The Browns quarterback. I'm like,
What?
did he play quarterback for the Browns?
But I was just thinking, like, the Avengers was so good. Why was he so bad at the Justice
Avengers
League?
was
Well, he
dope.
didn't do the whole movie, and it's like there was a lot wrong with that movie, both from the studio and everything. But so now Zack Snyder is acting like, yeah, the movie's horrible. One, unprofessional for you to do that, for one. If I'm a studio, I don't want my director to turn around and say, yep, the movie was horrible, it's bad, it sucks, guys, you should have let me do it, when supposedly you left because of these terms, which is super, super unprofessional. If I'm anybody, I would never hire this dude as a director. Like, never. Not if you're going to come like that. And so he's pushing these fans forward, talking about, release the Snyder cut. And here's my thing. When Batman v Superman came out, these fans absolutely destroyed this man because of how horrible Batman v Superman was. They hated him. And they were like, get rid of Zack Snyder. All this stuff, right? And then all of a sudden, because you didn't like Justice League, now all of a sudden he was going to come out with the perfect Justice League movie. And you want to see his cut after you destroy him for the previous movie. I'm like, where are you getting in your head that this movie was going to be great if he had completed it?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm. So did he release his cut?
No, here's the thing that makes me angry even further. There is no Zack Snyder cut.
Wait, what?
Here's the thing. And I'm sorry, DC fans, if you really believe there's a Zack Snyder cut out there, but there isn't. He didn't finish the movie. He left during production. That's why the movie is so put together the way it is, because Joss Whedon came in and had to put things together. Not saying that Joss Whedon did an excellent job.
First of all,
yeah, but
the movie put together is not the issue with the movie. The issue with the movie is just a horrible story.
Boring.
It was very boring.
Yeah.
I tried to rewatch it. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I
was
watched
just-
it at home. It was like, I was walking around doing a whole bunch of stuff. I couldn't focus on it. It's
No,
nothing.
it wasn't. It was weird because, I rewatched the Avengers this week. I had all these days off of work, so I watched the Avengers, and I just feel like every part of it was that good. It's like it immediately engaged you in the movie.
Yeah, I watched the first Avengers earlier this week. I'm like, man, it's
Right?
a good movie.
Because it's weird because for some reason Disney Plus came out and now Amazon has these movies too.
Amazon
Yeah, they're on Amazon Prime.
Really?
for free.
No, if you have Amazon.
Yeah,
Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Oh, I do that.
Then
Well,
it's
then
free.
yes.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Didn't know.
But I was like, oh, why did these movies show up? So I watched the Avengers like I don't own it and I haven't seen it for 100 times already.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But anyways, I'm like, this is a really good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Justice League was not that.
Yeah.
It was not.
It
Even going
wanted
back
to be
and-
that? It
even
was
going
not
back and
that.
watching the second Avengers, like the old Age of Ultron.
Ugh.
I don't think that was the greatest of the
But I can
Avengers,
still watch
but
it. Yeah.
watching it, I could see how like crucial it was in setting up the, you know,
It set up a lot of stuff in the future.
a lot as far as the Ultron. I was like, that's where that
Yeah.
came from. Like it was very crucial as far as that goes. Not to say it was a bad movie. It was a very good movie, but compared to the first one and the third one and whatnot, it was probably the least.
It was definitely the least out of all of those.
It was definitely the least.
I felt like it was a little disappointing. It's like because I felt like the Avengers was like up here.
Yeah.
And Age of Ultron just did not meet my expectations.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see that.
I'm like, not that it was like, I've been wanting to rewatch it because I've only seen it once. And that's how I know, like, I really don't like it because I've only seen it once.
Watch it again.
Yeah.
I think if you watch it again after seeing everything that transpired,
Well, see, I'm going to watch it, like, looking for things. I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember that scene. And, oh, yeah, you know what I mean?
Inevitably, if you watch a movie a second time, you're going to see things that you didn't see
Well,
the first time.
True.
So I think you're gonna
I don't
see
know.
that,
I have no way of
connect
watching it now because I canceled my Disney Plus.
Really? Why?
There's nothing on it for me to watch right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been watching things like crazy since
I've been watching a lot of stuff.
What have you been watching? Like cartoons?
Like all the stuff from the Vault, and then of course the Avengers, the Simpsons. I love.
What is y'all assumption with the Simpsons?
Have you watched the Simpsons?
No, I just don't get it.
Okay, well you're not gonna get it till you watch it.
And the Simpsons movie is not on there. I admit I like the Simpsons movie.
The Simpsons movie isn't on there?
I thought it was.
Are you sure?
Is it?
I thought
I
saw
haven't seen it on
Yeah, I
there.
thought I
I'm
saw
pretty
it.
sure I saw it on there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, wasn't listed with the Simpsons stuff?
Well, you know.
I think that's when I saw it. When I
it's
typed in the Simp.
Well, yeah, when you got to search for it, probably.
Yeah.
Everything didn't show up. Remember when I had my list last time?
So ridiculous. Is the Simpsons movie on there? I'll admit that I like that. And that's probably like the first thing of the Simpsons I've actually watched was the Simpsons movie.
Yeah, I think you got to start from like the first season of the Simpsons, and like go from there.
There's like 30 seasons.
Yeah, it's literally 30 seasons.
Literally, and they're still counting.
Yeah, I'm on season 2.
Season 2. I'm on season 3.
Yeah.
Or 4. Well, I'm on 4. I'm on
You're
4.
4. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
You guys?
I stopped watching it for a little bit. And,
Seriously, Disney Plus been out for like 2 weeks, and y'all watched the whole.
Yes. So just have it playing, and it just don't stop. I mean, folding laundry, doing everything.
I mean, I do spend 8 hours at work. That's a lot of time.
And I do spend a lot of time driving. I have my little phone set up on my mouth.
No, tell me you don't do that.
Pretty sure it's illegal. But as long as they don't see that glare from the road.
I'm going to assume that you're lying.
What?
And that you don't watch TV while you're
I
driving.
definitely do. I got a mount that you slide it into the little CD thing, put your phone on there. I gotta turn it sideways though, so I get the full screen. Sometimes it be buffering when I go through like areas like I ain't got like a good signal or something. It'll buffer. After that, I'm good. That's when I was watching the Avengers movie, the first one. On my way to Pittsburgh. By the time I got to Pittsburgh, it was already like the final scene.
Unlike you guys, I work at work, and they just told us they're going to cut down on people.
I be driving. Driving is working.
You're watching a movie.
I'm glancing at it.
No. And they just told us they're going to cut down on people doing random things on a Wi-Fi, like watching the NCAA tournament. So they said we're going to...
You have the Wi-Fi.
I know, right? So they said they're gonna talk to those who abuse the company Wi-Fi.
How can you abuse? Okay.
So I don't watch TV at work, and now I definitely can't watch TV at work.
My company, like, you can't download things while you're on the Wi-Fi. Like, and I'm like, but I'm on my own device. So I don't understand why I can't download
Oh, well, you know
anything.
what? I didn't think about that. If I can download... my phone has no more memory, though. I have an old phone. Yeah.
Aren't you rich? Like, why don't you have, like...
I'm not rich.
The newest of the new stuff.
I don't.
She was rich. She wouldn't
For all
be
our
doing a
listeners,
podcast.
Dale is definitely rich. Definitely rich.
No, I
Lives
am
in a
not.
rich part of the city. With other rich people.
I live
In the rich part of the city. With other rich people.
a more affluent
This
area.
actually is considered middle class
Thank you. It's middle class.
by
Oh, I
definition.
guess that just goes
I mean,
to
they're-
or I actually am.
They're like number 15 on the list of rich cities in the area.
Okay, maybe you don't live in Bainbridge, but...
Actually, I think we're above Bainbridge.
Hmm?
I think they're above Bainbridge.
Anyhow, Zack
I don't
Snyder.
think so. I can look it up. I took a picture of the list.
Jacob's boss lives out in Bainbridge, and he's kind of...
Oh, are we done talking about Zack Snyder?
No, I wasn't done.
Oh, I'm
talking
sorry.
about
Oh, sorry. Zack Snyder.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know what's up with this movement going on with Zack Snyder. Like,
I don't either now. I was thinking how this cut doesn't even exist.
and it's funny
I don't
because
get it.
Danny Elfman, the composer, I think he composed the animated series too, the iconic Batman thing. He was like, he's confused about this whole movement since Zack Snyder didn't complete the movie, which it makes sense. So how are you going to say release this cut when, like, if Zack Snyder was already done, then Joss Whedon, he wouldn't have to go in and do as much work as he did on the movie. And I think people are acting like he went in and was like, oh, let's change this. No, he had to fill in a lot of gaps in the movie because it wasn't done. And again, Joss Whedon did not do a good job. No, it was bad.
It was bad.
But and then also I'm like, did we forget about Batman v Superman? Did we forget about this? It was bad. Did we forget about the last 15% of Wonder Woman? Did we forget about that? He also did that, guys. Let's not forget. And that was the worst part of that movie.
I liked Wonder Woman. I did like
Wonder Woman.
He doesn't like the end of Wonder Woman.
Oh, you don't like that?
Yes. Yeah, it was 85%
when she was actually fighting dude?
Yeah.
You ain't like that?
It was bad.
I thought it was okay.
It was stupid and it was bad.
It wasn't great, but I thought it was okay.
He hates it. He talks about this like all the time.
Really?
It was 85% of a good movie.
It was that bad. I think it was okay. Just okay, but
it was bad.
I mean, I feel like it was doable.
It was very bad. So I'm just saying this to say, like, this whole thing. This is what I don't like about kind of the fan mentality that we go on, even with some of the Marvel stuff. It's like, I think you go a little bit too far. Or even when we go to Star Wars, like the last Star Wars movie, and they're over here petitioning Disney to make the movie not canon. Like that was going to happen. They're just going to be like, oh yeah, this movie didn't happen. No. They're keeping it regardless if you liked it or not. And they made their money off of the movie, so they don't care. So, like, again, Justice League made its money. Warner Brothers does not care. Like, they get that it was bad, and this is why they're doing a lot of changes and stuff. But, yeah, no. They're not going to release another director's cut of the movie.
Are they working on another, like, part to the Justice League later on? Or are they going to kill that off?
It's purely solo movies now, right?
Yeah, it's been like all they got in the works is solo. I think Justice League movies for now are dead.
Okay.
Damn, that's a good thing.
Which is good.
I mean, it sucks because there's a lot of potential there.
Yeah, but they started off so
wrong.
though.
I want an Avengers Justice League crossover. I want an Avengers Justice League crossover.
That would be nice if they'd have to.
If Marvel produced the movie.
If Marvel produced the movie,
definitely Marvel.
Like the only thing that I think that can top Endgame for me right now is something like that. Like as far as like the nerd. The nerd in me being really happy, like with Captain America holding Thor's hammer. Yeah.
That was like the most satisfying part of the movie.
Yeah. So, only thing that could probably make me happier is Batman and Captain America fighting next to each other.
How cool would that be?
Yeah, right?
Would be dope.
Yeah.
That would be
absolutely
dope.
Mm-hmm. Or Superman holding Thor's hammer.
No one cares about Superman.
Look, okay.
I like Superman.
No, Superman.
I like Superman.
She does not like Superman.
I do not like Superman.
What about Superman and Hulk scene where they just like demolishing it?
Yeah. And then finish it where there's no definitive winner because then
Hulk would win because Superman would be like, I don't want to hurt you.
Not the Superman. Not the Superman they had in these movies because he was like ruthless.
Yeah, the one they brought back was
fine. The classic Superman.
Classic Superman. Okay.
Yeah. So. Anyway, there's no Zack Snyder cut. He didn't finish the movie. Can we stop? And I wish he would stop building up people's hopes for this.
Is there hope, though? I want to forget that Justice League exists.
Yeah, let's let us forget about it. And honestly, because I have some news about DC, I was like, I'm thinking we're getting far enough away from it that, we can start to have some belief in DC movies again. And I say this all the time. I'm not counting the Joker because it's not really a superhero movie, and I wish people could stop saying it was. It's not.
They call it a superhero movie?
A comic book movie, just because it uses the Joker, but the movie has nothing to do with the Joker from our comics. It's just a movie, a good movie, but movie.
All right.
Okay.
Whatever.
After Heath Ledger played the Joker, I really don't want to see any more Jokers.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
We should do a best Joker. We did the best Batman.
The best Joker?
Yeah.
Mark Hamill. Next.
Yeah, true. All right. Did we give the best Batman to the animated series as well?
Yeah, we gave it to the animated series.
The best Batman what?
The best Batman
Batman
Oh, the animated series?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, true.
Like,
All right.
Christian Bale did good, though. I think he did good. As far as like a slightly darker
Better
Batman.
than Michael Keaton?
from the first Batman?
And the second.
No one counts Batman Returns.
It depends, because on some of those comic books, Batman was like dark.
True. Like,
and some of the other comic, it was like he was trying to save everybody's life.
true.
Oh no, I can't hurt. He was like Superman. Oh, I can't hurt you. I have rules. Like,
But that was like, but okay, like when the 80s came on, right? Which is like, so when the 80s came on, I feel like that was like the dark Batman. And I kind of feel like, I will admit I don't read comics, but I kind of feel like Batman stayed kind of dark from 1980 on.
Yeah, it kept that. Yeah.
okay.
So I feel like Michael Keaton kind of taps into that a little bit. I mean, granted, they couldn't do much because it was like 1980 compared to what Christian Bale can do. But I feel like Michael Keaton to me is a better Batman than Christian Bale.
I could say that. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah. I mean, it's like Keaton.
I think the movies were just better written. That's what
I
it
think
is.
so.
Yeah.
I think it's a better
were
movie,
definitely
but not a better Batman.
dope.
Yeah.
I still like Batman Forever.
I do. Guilty pleasure though, because when you really think about
It's
it,
not a good movie,
it's
right?
not a good movie.
Really, Batman Forever?
You don't. You really think it's a good movie?
When you judge it,
I liked the villains more so in that movie than anything, because Tommy Lee Jones, you can't lie, he did a great job as Two-Face, and Jim Carrey's like, I think they did well with the villains of that movie, but the whole feel of the movie was very comic. Like
it was so
the director
over the top
and
and comedy.
It was very comic though, like
yeah,
comic book.
But don't you think it was too much?
Not really, not for his time, no. For his time, no.
Was
I
everything
think
in the
it was pretty
90s
good.
that awful?
It wasn't awful. It was
It was awful.
Batman Forever.
Just all these neon colors and
It was very comic, like comic book.
No, man. If we go back and look at the movie and take our nostalgia glasses off,
exactly. Just because I saw this when I was 7 years old and it was great.
With just basically anything, you're like,
we gotta judge this movie like to the standards that we judge a movie based on its story and the acting and all that. It is not a good movie.
Batman detective skills was like whack. It was like
horrible. Mr. Enigma. Edward Enigma. Nobody was guessing that. No, but get out of here.
You're like, what's another word for it?
Why would you even ask what was another word for mystery?
true though, because that was part of the riddle.
No one. That was such a
Like
leap.
Mr. E, mystery. Hey, what's another word for mystery?
Enigma.
Why?
It's-
What made
first
you
of all,
ask what was another word for
exactly.
mystery?
And then like, no one says enigma. Another word for mystery.
But that's
I'm
what
not
made the
saying
riddle,
it.
though. That made the riddle.
No. Stupid. Don't kill him.
Now, I would say Batman and Robin
and then-
sucked.
No, that was
Batman and Robin
absolute.
was
That was
horrible.
horrible.
That was absolute trash.
That was bad.
But no, like even like their reason for not killing Batman, it was just plot. It's
Like,
just
don't
because
kill-
plot. We can't kill Batman.
Right.
Well,
Then
yeah,
he
no.
won't learn nothing.
Don't kill him. If you kill him, then he won't learn nothing.
That's true though.
No, you could have just killed
But
him
okay,
there.
but that's true for every superhero though. You have a chance to kill the, you know what I mean? You got a chance to kill the superhero, and it's like, no, wait, let me come up with this elaborate plan to kill him
Yeah.
instead of just
They
pulling a
did that
bullet
in
in
the
his
Dark
head.
Knight.
Yep.
Like, kill you? I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you? And like literally, what would he do without?
That actually
Exactly.
makes sense for
No,
the Joker.
no,
though.
don't
For
justify
the
this.
Joker, it makes sense.
But every movie does that.
Yeah.
Every movie has a way to take out James Bond and just says, you know what? I'm gonna put you on this slow moving machine so you can get out.
Well, yeah, because we need more James Bond. We gonna kill Batman. How you gonna make a Batman too?
Okay.
No
whatever.
Batman.
Whatever.
Okay. What are we talking about?
Oh, we were moving on to the next topic. We were talking about Zack Snyder.
Oh,
It's
okay.
horrible.
Next topic.
Whatever.
Zack Snyder's horrible. All right, next topic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I hate Zack Snyder. Okay. So,
I don't think you want to put that in there. But okay.
I will.
Oh, okay. All right. Own it.
I do not agree. But okay.
Anyway, Josh Trank,
Who?
he was the director of Fanforstic. I will call it that movie. Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
Oh,
2015.
okay.
But they put the 4 in the middle, so it's Fanforstic.
Oh, okay. All right.
So apparently he's joining in on the Marvel bashing. And
Because he made a horrible Marvel movie?
yeah, so he was like, he just watched
Like, all of them was horrible though.
Right.
Yeah.
None of them were really good.
So he just watched like Martin Scorsese's movie,
The Irishman?
The Irishman.
I do want to watch that.
It's probably good. Like
I was watching it last night.
Is it good?
It's actually pretty good.
Look, no one's saying Martin Scorsese can't make good movies. We know he's a good director.
Yeah.
It's just that he's like needlessly bashing Marvel for no apparent reason. And then Josh Trank wants to jump on the train because apparently everybody wants to jump on this train. I don't know what's going on here. But and it always seems like, yeah, you're just mad because you tried to make a Marvel movie and you failed.
Multiple times. I don't know if he was the same director.
No, he only did the 2015.
What else has he directed? Let's not hold him to Fantastic
Look
Four.
at Josh Trank. I hear I think he started off good and then he started making bad movies.
Is Josh like the regular way? It's not special.
Yeah.
T.
Trank.
Oh, I got it.
Tranquilizer.
Dope.
Like TRANQ or TRANK.
K.
K. That's not spelled
that's not
tranquilizer.
short.
Short. If you say, oh, well, I guess shorthand
No, it
goodness.
would still be. Yeah.
Whatever.
Definitely threw us off there.
I'm gonna need you guys to work on your English.
I know how
Us.
to.
I'm the one who corrected him. He said Trank. I'm like, you mean TRANQ? He's like, no, TRANK.
He hasn't done anything.
No, ever.
This still got 5 things to his credit, and 4 of them I haven't heard of. Okay, here's what he did as a director. Something called Stabbing at Leela's 22nd Birthday.
Well, your title's too long.
A TV show called The Kill Point. Never heard of it.
Nope.
Something called Chronicle. Never heard of it. The Fantastic Four and Fonzo.
What?
Which hasn't came out yet.
All right.
Yeah.
So no, I
So
don't know.
before you start trashing someone about their movie making, I'm gonna need you to come out with more than 5
I
movies.
still don't get what they're
Agreed.
saying because he's
Agreed.
like, oh, first 5 minutes of The Irishman was better cinema than all of the Marvel movies combined.
Not,
I disagree. The Avengers started
Not-
off great.
And I'm like,
So
what?
weird.
I still don't get what they're saying. What about these movies is not cinema? Like, are they not putting a real story together? Are they not doing real artistic things with their camera? I don't understand what
they
they're.
started doing that with they start with the Hulk, wasn't that the
Right. Yeah.
Where it
So they have there's no argument here. Like there's
Yeah,
nothing.
That's pure hater. That's pure
Exactly.
hater.
Like they're good movies and they're making a ton of movies. You cannot say that they're not good movies. Are they action movies? Sure.
Yeah.
Do action movies always be like, made for moving stories? No, but it ain't gotta be.
What makes James Bond a different action movie than Iron Man? Like,
It's the same thing.
I mean, it's an action movie.
All
so
action
they
movies
have
has the
action
same
movie
formula.
stuff in it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't get why he's saying it's like, oh, it's not cinema. I don't understand why The Irishman can't exist in cinema with Endgame. I don't understand why that's a thing. And you
It can, besides the fact that they're both 2 completely different types of movies.
Exactly. I feel like that's the thing. Like, they're different types of movies, so it doesn't matter,
Yeah.
right? Martin Scorsese, he comes out with gangster movies. Those are the movies you do. Those are the movies you have.
Yeah, and
Right.
not saying
And he
people
did
hate
it-
on
he did
gangster
it very
movies,
well.
Yeah.
gangster movies and stuff. And
It was a
the
long
thing
movie.
is,
But he
in the
did
They're
it.
past,
always long.
yeah.
It definitely.
They're always long.
In the past, when these gangster movies were prolific, people were complaining about it as well because it was different cinema than what was coming out at the time, and people were complaining that it was ruining cinema.
But what makes something cinema, though? Is Downton Abbey cinema?
It can be.
There was a movie
Downton
about
Abbey.
that PBS show?
Yeah.
Or was it on BBC?
BBC.
But it's on PBS in America.
Yeah.
It's about.
You've never
It's
heard of
about.
Downton Abbey?
You never heard Downton Abbey?
No.
Don't watch it. But
I can't say that. I haven't watched it, but it depends on what.
I
For
haven't
you, it doesn't
watched
seem
it.
like something you would watch.
it's about maids working in a mansion.
It could be good, though. You never know.
I don't think it's good. It's very popular, but I don't
People
think
like
it's
it.
good.
With who?
people.
A lot of
In
people.
America?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it just depends on what you like. And I'm not saying that is bad, but that's still cinema.
But I'm saying, like,
they're still putting a story together.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, define cinema. Like, what makes that cinema, but doesn't what Marvel movies can't be?
So yeah, like, are you saying that movies made from novels is that not cinema?
I'm guessing so. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't understand what defines
books are
it.
stories too. They're just done in a different format. Like the comic still follows a story.
I feel like
it's done in a different format.
That's a good. It's just a different format,
Yeah,
but it's
a different format.
still a good movie.
Which was followed by Marvel, which makes sense because it's a comic. It comes from a comic. Now, if you start from like when it started with the Hulk, and they put that whole I'm sorry, they started with the Hulk, and they put that whole story together, even with the end cutscene. That was the beginning of as fans, if you follow it, oh snap, they about to start the Avengers.
Yeah,
that's what they started there. And that has been, like, as far as this decade or whatever, that's probably been, like, one of the most memorable and talked about, like, features of a movie. Right. Having those little cutaway scenes at the end.
Because they give you something right. Like, you ain't like, oh. So, one, it gets you like, wow, I can't believe we're going to continue this. And it's something for me to look forward to. Mm-hmm. And then every movie after that build up that anticipation.
Yeah, so it just seems like everybody's mad because this thing worked. Marvel tried a thing that hasn't been done before, and it worked. And the thing is, someone put it really, really good. And this isn't a hater of Marvel. He said it's a really long TV show. Mm-hmm. And that's true. We're watching a TV show because it gives you that feeling of, I want to know what happens in the next episode. Right, and each movie is an episode in this TV show. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Okay. That doesn't make it less cinema, like
it don't make it less cinema. They tried something, they did it very well. And another thing that they did that a lot of movies don't do, they didn't give away a whole lot in those previews. Yeah. When they had the previews, it was like, all right, we're gonna give you just a little bit to build your anticipation and whatnot, but it's gonna be nothing compared to what you have to exactly see within the movie.
Give you something like they do that bait and switch on you.
Yeah.
But like one, I feel like this Josh, like first of all, come up with a good movie first before you bash other movies.
Well, just like when the last time we talked about her, Jennifer Aniston said something, and I'm like, excuse me. What she say?
She was like, thank God I haven't been as destroying movies or whatever.
Destroying cinema or something. And I'm like, the Marvel movies. When the last movie she was in was Murder Mystery. Excuse me, your movie didn't make it to cinema. So... Before you,
how can somebody say that it's destroying cinema though? Like what?
How can it be? Bad? I mean, I guess it's making the rest of us not anticipate real good movies.
People are still going to see other movies. We just recently saw Knives Out.
True.
That has nothing to do with the Marvel movies. It's not superhero or whatever, and people enjoyed it. It has a high score. So the superhero genre is not destroying cinema. People aren't going they're not going, I'm not going to watch other movies because of superhero movies. Yeah. Just make a good movie and people will go see it.
Yeah, it's a different category as far as movies go. And Chris Evans was in that movie.
Yeah.
Just like Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson was in that movie.
But that was a bad movie.
I didn't see it.
Oh, don't save your $8.
Yeah. Listen to the episode where we talked about it.
But then even on top of that, Chadwick Boseman is in 21 Bridges?
Yeah.
Like they are doing something different outside of the Marvel movies because that era or that's over.
But it's
you know what I'm saying?
It's just it's different, and people should stop complaining.
Yeah, they should. It was very well done, man. Yeah, they just better stop hating it. They ain't getting the money for it because they went off. That's it.
I think they're like salty that these movies are succeeding.
Basically, that's what it is. People,
it's got to be, man. Like, what else could it be? They weren't bad movies. They were great movies.
Well, they keep saying this era is gonna die and people are gonna stop seeing superhero movies, and I'm like, no. Until I get 5 in a row that's not good, I'm still gonna go see it.
I love superhero movies.
Yeah,
the thing about the superhero genre is that it can put other genres in, which I think adds to its longevity. So, you can come out with a superhero movie that is a romance movie, or one that is a teen drama movie, or
one that's a comedy.
Yeah. So in that, since you get that diversity in there, that gives you more longevity because it's not the same movie over and over again. And I know how people say all the Marvel movies are the same, but they are not.
No, they're not.
I mean, they are definitely not. There's very different, big differences in a lot of these movies. Mm-hmm. So the Avengers movies, those are similar to each other, but they're also all in the same genre of movie. Those are epic action movies. So
Right.
you're going to get your epic action movie tropes in it.
Guardians of the Galaxy movies were different.
Yeah. That is
A little bit more
what
comedy.
they call it's a comedy space opera. So that's what you get.
Right.
So, I mean,
But for them to be able to have that and bring that all together in one movie or
Yeah.
like a few movies,
yeah,
like that's some skill. Like that's some talent there, man.
it definitely
And to have
does.
it all make sense.
And then, yeah, they make it look like they planned this from the beginning when you know they did not.
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
Like how many years ago?
Yeah,
Y'all
10 years
planned
ago.
all
yeah.
that
No,
from the
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
right.
getting towards the end, they did. But at first, it was like, Iron Man was like, we hope this works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's
I'm
like,
sure it was like that with Hulk after that first fiasco.
yeah. So then it's like, after the Avengers, like, yo, we can build a whole universe off of this.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, initially, no. Like, and so they had to, like, take that and piece it together to create something bigger. And they pulled it off.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, like, pretty. I'm like, you figure, like, what we got in. When Avengers came out, it was like, can you do a movie with 6 superheroes? That was like, I don't know if they can pull that off. Then you get Endgame, which has, like, 23 people in it. And, like, they pulled that off. Well.
Very well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
so-
I mean, I'm like very well.
Yeah.
Way better than I even expected them to pull it off. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just don't understand that, man.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. And they got the right actors
Mhm.
for like each superhero for real.
They did.
Although I will say, I kind of like James Norton. What was that, James Norton?
Edward Norton.
Edward Norton.
Edward Norton.
Yeah.
I agree. I
I
feel like
did
he
like his
fits
Hulk
it
better.
better than Mark Ruffalo.
Mark
I
Ruffalo?
agree.
Yeah.
I
think
like
he
his
did.
Hulk better, but then as the movies progress, because they built it around how the actor is. The
Right.
Hulk that we have, I think Mark Ruffalo is better as
Yeah, as that Hulk.
that
As that
Hulk.
Hulk, yeah.
Only I will say
But Bruce Banner?
it's
Norton.
Edward Norton.
Edward Norton was Can he hit the comedy that Mark Ruffalo was
No.
able to hit though?
No,
I don't think so.
it'll be a different movie with Ed Norton over Mark Ruffalo.
Mm.
I think what's her face is miscast.
Who?
Marvel woman, whatever, Miss
Oh,
Marvel.
Brie
Captain
Larson.
Marvel?
Yes, Captain Marvel.
I think that was like a...
I think she's
No,
miscast.
I think it's on purpose. I think her
They
personality.
purposely miscast her.
No, I think no. I think her personality matches
I don't.
Captain Marvel's personality in the comics. You remember, I say this all the time. Like, I do not like Captain Marvel's character. Like, I hate her.
Why?
She's just arrogant and pretentious. And Brie Larson's arrogant. So it kind of fits. I think that Captain Marvel to me is not a likable character. And
Tony Stark, arrogant. And
Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is. But I watched this thing on why it works for Tony Stark and it doesn't for Captain Marvel. And it's like we have a reason to root for Tony. Plus, he is better at comedy, and usually that alleviates a lot of stuff. But he also has a lot of character growth, and we get to see him, even though he's arrogant, we see his downsides. Like, we see that he's struggling with stuff, which makes you endear to him more, even though when he's talking to people, he's arrogant and pretentious. But we see how he was struggling with all these different things. Captain Marvel, she came on the scene, she's arrogant, and she pulled it off without a problem. It makes you kind of not like that person. Because you can just do it.
Say that.
Cool.
Yeah.
She didn't have a problem in her movie. Like, what issue did she
I
overcome?
didn't know. Okay, so for the hot second I had Disney Plus, I tried rewatching Captain Marvel, and like in it I was like, I don't like this movie.
She didn't overcome anything. Like,
Just
she just came in and every step of the way is just like, oh, I can overpower this, and she does overpower it.
I mean, like maybe I can see her in another, collab movie or whatever. But like right
But she
now,
was fine in Endgame. Yeah.
she was in Endgame for like 2 seconds. I don't count.
But even though she was strong, it's still like even with
It's
her
not
fight
even
with
have to do
Thanos,
with her
it's
being
still
overpowered.
satisfying.
I don't like her.
Yeah.
Forget her powers. I don't like her.
I don't like Brie Larson.
Yes, basically, I don't like Brie Larson.
Yeah.
I dig that.
We'll see. We'll see if they get some other directors. We'll see maybe if they can take the character
Okay.
some different places.
Did she got like a 10-picture deal like everybody else?
Yeah, of course.
Like a who?
That's what they start
A
with now.
10-picture deal.
Yeah.
10 movies?
Yeah. But you just have to
it's
show
Marvel.
up.
You gotta
though.
commit. only person
Sheesh,
that didn't.
but at the point that she came in though, like still 10 movies.
Well, she's 2 down or 3 down.
Two.
Two down.
Unless you count the
little.
No, that was her movie.
That was her movie.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I don't know if you count cut scenes, but that was her own
that was
movie, so that doesn't count.
No, I don't think they count cutscenes.
Yeah, so she's 2 down. I don't know if I want to see her 8 more times.
But didn't Chris Hemsworth sign up for like more movies?
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. So
Chris Evans
are they gonna
and
do
Robert Downey
Guardians of the
Jr.
Galaxy?
That'd be funny. I wish
James
they
Gunn
would.
I would.
said definitively it's not going to be called the Asgardians of the Galaxy. I know. I would have been so happy.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Thor's going to be in that movie, so they might.
What? No, they
separate
set
them
it up.
before it.
They have to do it.
Yeah, they set it up at the
They
end.
set it up.
They might separate them beforehand.
Come on, nah, you can't set it up like that and then like just throw a rock at it. Like, come on, huh?
I want to see it because Thor in the Guardians of the Galaxy, man, that is perfect. That is so perfect. That comedy is that would be hilarious.
Yeah, like what Thor turned into from the first Thor movie to like Endgame.
It's a completely different person.
Yeah,
Different. Endgame was hilarious, dude.
yeah,
It was hilarious.
so that would be good. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, most people are cast correctly. Like they got the perfect people for each part. And you never know. We've only seen Brie Larson in one movie. The movie wasn't that good. So we'll see how maybe she'll come to the part. You never know. No, but we didn't like Mark Ruffalo in Avengers. So
I could care less about Mark Ruffalo though, because I feel like when they're trying to make Brie Larson like the face of Marvel,
that's not going to happen.
and I just
They're like that's not.
I don't want to see her face. So
Yeah, definitely not gonna happen.
okay,
You're going to need somebody else for the face of Marvel.
I even think they cast Spider-Man pretty well.
they
Oh,
did.
that was perfect.
Tom Holland was
like-
perfect.
That was perfect.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
Especially compared to the other Spider-Man that they had.
Oh,
Tom
yeah.
Holland was like
I think he captures
Yeah.
both ends of it, being Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Which
Like,
you didn't get before.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he definitely captures that.
Yeah.
definitely perfect. So, okay.
Yeah, that was a good movie too. Far From Home, like that.
I didn't see that movie.
You didn't?
I didn't see that.
Really?
Pretty good.
That was good.
I was kind of hurting from Tony Stark not being.
So you didn't want to see it?
That did hurt though, didn't it?
It definitely hurt. Definitely hurt. I was like, no. Then she told him like, Tony will be okay. Like, no, he ain't about to die. Come on, dog. They had a little scene.
That did kill it.
And that little boy from was it Iron Man 3?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was in there all grown up and stuff. I'm like, no, come on, y'all. That one hit me pretty heavy.
Yeah.
That one hit me harder than when Spider-Man disappeared.
Yeah, it did. And then and Spider-Man dying in Infinity War, that was hard hitting, man.
I was like, no, not the kid now. You can't get rid
It
of
was
the
the
kid.
way he died. I blame Tom Holland for ad-libbing that scene.
He's like, I don't want to die. I don't want to go. I don't want to. I'm like,
But he
like,
does,
no adult wants to hear
One-
a kid say that to them.
One thing I think Tom Holland does is he does very well reminding you that Spider-Man is
He's a
not
kid.
an adult.
Yeah.
Like even in the first movie, Homecoming, when he got like that stuff dropped on him and then he started crying out for help. You like it just takes you back to going like, oh yeah, this is not a grown man doing this stuff.
I was a high school kid.
It's this little
Yeah.
kid, which I think is really good, very good.
I do too.
And his stupid antics in Far From Home is the same because
On
he's
the
a
movie-
kid.
On the movie references he be doing. This is really old movie, and it's like not really old.
It's not, yeah.
They're like a
Kinda
Star
is.
Wars movie.
No, he referenced like Aliens.
Yeah,
Well,
Alien,
when did
Star
Aliens
Wars.
come out?
The second one? When did Aliens come out?
in the 80s,
19.
wasn't it?
It was 80 something. Oh, well, he
Okay.
was born in 92.
Yeah, like
Well, that's not that far
Spider-Man-
above.
In the movie, Spider-Man is
17.
16, meaning
Oh,
he was
16.
born in 2003.
Oh.
I wouldn't say really old though.
It's not
Like
really.
when I
That was
think
really old.
really old, I think like.
Wait,
back
was he
when
referencing the
movies
first
started, like
Alien
Silent
or the
Hill.
second Alien?
I don't remember. No, whatever one she blew it out of the airlock.
That was the first one, wasn't it?
So-
I'm
first
pretty
one.
sure it was first.
That was
Yeah.
1979.
yeah.
Okay,
So that's over.
All right, so that's old. That's
But
old
what
for
about
us.
Star Wars though? When Star Wars?
That was 1980s. No.
The 70s?
Empire
Empire
Strikes.
Strikes Back? 82 at the earliest.
I'm looking it up.
When he wrapped up the legs of the,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
walker thing,
1980.
it was 1980.
Nice. See,
All right.
Oh,
all right.
okay.
Okay, that's old. That-
we grew up watching it, but it was old when we were watching it.
It was old when we watched it. Okay.
So, okay.
Okay.
Rest of the news. We talked
What
about...
are we talking about?
I don't know.
Okay.
We said we talk about nothing for a half hour or so. That's the news.
Oh, well.
Okay.
A few other news. This is small stuff. Godzilla and King Kong got pushed back 8 months. I'm guessing because the last Godzilla movie was horrible.
So...
Yeah, what he said.
Horrible. Danny DeVito is suggesting a Matilda 2. He said he always wanted to do a sequel to Matilda.
What are you going to do?
Why?
What are you going to do?
He says maybe have one where Matilda has a kid. And see
No,
how that goes.
no one wants to see that.
That's basically the same movie over
It
again.
is. Next.
We don't want to see that.
Nope.
All right, Aquaman 2. This is what I was talking about with DC. So Aquaman 2 and The Flash is going to start their production in 2021.
Okay.
So it seems like DC's starting to pick up their movies again. We got, I think, Birds of Prey is coming out next year, and Wonder Woman 1984. I don't know what's coming out in 2021. If Aquaman and The Flash is starting production, then you're not going to get that movie into 2022.
It's not like I'm jonesing for DC movies, so...
I mean, I'm not, but if they pick things
If
up,
they did it well,
Yeah.
then yeah.
I'm
I'll be
still
glad to see
waiting
it if
for
they
that
do
one
well.
movie. Like, I feel like their movies, like, recently has been okay, which is great because it was better than Justice League.
Yeah.
But it's still not good, though.
Well, they started out with Batman. The Batman movies was good.
Yeah, but that's
was
before
good.
they decided to do that whole universe thing.
And
So
then
that
they
doesn't
started with
count.
Superman.
Yeah, once they did that, it was
Actually,
they
they
lost
could
it.
have started off on the right foot with Man of Steel. It wasn't that bad.
But it wasn't. But I feel like their movies are always like okay.
It was like an origin movie though with Man of Steel. Like they went deep into the story.
And then they like I don't know.
And then I don't know
did
what they
things.
did. Well, I know what they did. They tried to jump the gun, basically.
Yeah, because Marvel was
Yeah.
taking off so much. They're like, oh, we got to keep up with Marvel. And
Exactly, but like
They
you
should have
don't.
taken their time, which I think is what they're doing now. We're getting a lot of solo movies.
I'm still waiting for that good movie though. I'm still waiting for that Iron Man. Like I can watch Iron Man all the time,
True.
and I'm waiting for that. And they have not hit that
Let's
note
see
for
what
me.
Oh yeah, Suicide Squad. I don't know when that's.
No, I don't want to see that.
What, the second one?
Yeah.
James Gunn is doing it, so
That doesn't make
it
it's gonna be good though.
Yeah, it's gonna be better.
The
than
first one just creeped me out because of that witch lady. She was dancing and crumping and whatnot. And I was like,
Yeah. I don't
like
know.
this.
I mean, also
Movie's
I want
bad.
to say like I don't like the Guardians of the Galaxy
Will Smith was
movies.
good in it.
Oh yeah. you
So
don't
the fact that
like-
he's
don't
doing,
what?
I don't
You
like
don't
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Why not?
It's just I don't get it. It's not funny. It's just weird.
I like those movies.
It's more of a it's like the comical.
I think it's a
superhero
guy
type
thing. I'm not gonna lie.
It might be.
movie. It's possible.
So like
What
I
about
feel
Baby
like
Groot?
no, I could care less.
Turn it right off.
You don't like Baby Groot?
Come on now.
So I was going to say that a lot of people are like, oh, well, James Gunn is doing this one, so it's gonna be better. But I feel like if all I got to go off of is Guardians of the
But he's
Galaxy,
a really good director, though.
I don't care.
Like, I mean, even with the cinematography, like.
We know
you're
you
gonna say
love
something
that
the
topic.
Way I say that, but
Cinnamon.
Cinematography.
Cinnamon. It's a seasoning.
But like the scene where Yandu got his little fin back, and he in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and he took out the whole ship with his arrow.
You thought that was great?
Like that was a really good scene. I thought the way he shot it, yeah, it's pretty dope. Like I mean, okay, whatever. Dale doesn't like Guardians of the Galaxy. If you
Dale.
do like Guardians of the Galaxy, then you probably like this new Suicide Squad. I'm going to say probably because it hasn't been shot yet, but I'm hoping that there'll be something somewhere along the same lines.
Hopefully just not with that dancing witch. Cause
No, like none of those people are in it.
Okay, that was just really weird.
He's like, it's a soft reboot. Like he's just redoing this whole thing.
Wait, is Will Smith in this one?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, he might be. I think the only two people staying is him and
The only one I
Harley
really
Quinn.
liked in the first one was Deadshot. The other ones was like,
Yeah, everybody else is going except for Harley. I believe Harley's staying.
oh god,
She's popular.
no Joker though.
Nope.
No.
He's
do you
definitely
want a
done.
Jared Leto Joker?
Huh?
Do you want Jared Leto back?
I mean, no, but like
No.
somebody
No, we
else
don't.
though. I mean,
I don't know. I think
Let's
we should.
just leave the Joker for now.
I was just gonna say like
We should have
I
left
feel
it
like,
alone for a while after Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Just let that sink in for us and before we tried it again.
That was pretty dog. That was pretty doggone good. Honestly, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay, there's another Doctor Dolittle movie coming out. Robert Downey Jr. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but
Robert Downey Jr.
yeah, he's
doing Doolittle.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
No.
I mean,
Yep.
I don't want to see it. I don't know if you call this a reboot because Doctor Dolittle is like,
But it's been done before. It's been done before. Eddie Murphy
like
did
everybody
it.
can do it, right? It's a really old property.
Yeah.
So-
It's just, I don't know. It's a guy that talked to animals. Who cares? Next.
So
Yeah, it's been
okay,
done.
Doctor Dolittle.
Yeah.
There you go. Universal. Yeah, they've been doing great. They're going to be making an Invisible Woman movie.
That might be cool.
Yeah, well, they got to finish Invisible Man first and see how well that does.
They coming out. So I'm kind of liking what they're doing with this Invisible Man. Have you seen the trailers to this?
No, I haven't seen the trailer. Is the trailer out?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, is what Invisible Man should be doing. He's stalking his wife, and she going crazy because they're like, "Your husband dead." She's like, "No, he ain't dead. He just invisible, and he's doing stuff to me." And I just feel like if I'm invisible, I would straight up ghost some people, like legit, like I'm about to ruin your life.
I definitely would.
And so they're like, "Girl, you tripping? This dude is dead." And she's like, "No, he faced it up, but he's just invisible though." So like, I feel like that's kind of cold.
Oh, so it's going to be like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I could do that.
And like,
Yeah,
I feel
that
like
seems right. That seems right.
I feel like that's exactly what the Invisible Man should be doing.
Okay.
Like I read the book, and you know, it was not that.
Okay. All right, so they're doing that. So Invisible Woman's going to be the spinoff of this, and
Wait,
Elizabeth
how's
Banks is on.
that different?
It's not different. It's just a woman.
Okay, so then we don't need
That's
it.
the only difference.
Yeah.
All right. I thought we were talking about like the Fantastic Four Invisible Woman. But I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
that's
that might be
No,
interesting.
Universal's. If it's Fantastic Four,
You
it has to be
did.
Marvel.
You did say Universal. I'm sorry. I heard Invisible Woman. I thought superheroes.
Yeah. I would be down for an Invisible Woman Marvel movie.
That's what I was like. Oh, that would be cool. But then I realized you wasn't talking about the superhero.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, Elizabeth Banks is on board for that.
She's entertaining.
She's a good actress, but you know, she's not always in the best movies.
True.
All right. There's Star Wars hype apparently. Like, I'm surprised that people are going to see this movie.
Last one.
Yeah, because people really did not like the one before or Solo. So, like, I figured people were getting tired, but
People
yeah.
didn't like Spider-Man 3, but guess what? They came around for Spider-Man technically 4
Yeah.
and 5 and 6. So
Yeah, true.
Sure. Yeah, so it's projected to make $200 million on its opening weekend. It's probably going to make some money, especially as that Christmas movie. It's probably going to make some money.
It's gonna make some dough.
Yeah. And it does seem a lot better.
It
than
looks
a lot.
like
It looks pretty
like
good.
it's pretty good actually.
Yeah. And they said it's one of the shortest Star Wars movies.
Shortest.
Yeah. It's not long. I'm always down for a quick movie.
Yeah. Sure, why not?
Last bit of news I have. So the Falcon and the Winter Soldier TV show, there's a rumor based off of some set photos that Lamar Hoskins is going to be in it. Didn't know who that was. So I looked it up, and he's a character called Battlestar.
That didn't help at all.
Yeah.
Nope.
Looks like basically like a black Captain America. But apparently he's U.S. Agent's partner, and we know U.S. Agent is in this TV show.
We already have Black Captain America.
Falcon, yeah,
It's
I know.
Falcon.
Yeah.
Well-
They give him a shield and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, and apparently in the comics he was the 5th Bucky, which I don't understand how you have more than one Bucky
Five?
since that was his,
There's only one Bucky.
Yeah,
It's
only one.
that was
Bucky.
his name.
Who was 2 through 4?
I don't know, but I didn't read those comics. So, but yeah, apparently there's a good chance he's going to be in the show as well.
Okay.
Or maybe there'll be just a nod to him. So,
Okay.
cool. Whenever we get this show, I don't know when we're getting it, since they told us about it like 4 years ahead of
Gonna
time.
be a Netflix original?
A Disney Plus original.
Disney Plus original.
Yes. I will re-get Disney Plus when we get that.
I'm so mad that they told us about these Marvel shows
And
like
we
we
didn't
were
get
about
none
to
of them?
get them. And they're like,
Immediately.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, yes, and this is going to be on Disney Plus too. In the future. The future. In the far future. But yes, Disney Plus, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. 2 years from now.
Yep.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like, I'm like, man, Disney, I hate you so much. So much. You could have held on to that. People were going to get Disney Plus anyway.
And I'm gonna say, and yet
Definitely
you guys
just
have
based
Disney
on-
Plus.
Just
Yeah.
based on the movies.
Like, they did not get it because of that. But fine. So,
I got it basically for The Simpsons, and then I saw they had The Vault. It was from The Vault. I was like,
you need to check out The Mandalorian. That's actually
yeah, I heard
pretty
that
dope.
was pretty good. I heard
Yeah,
that was pretty good.
I've been watching
I
that.
meant to look at that today, but I ain't had no time. But yeah, I heard that was pretty dope. So I'm gonna check it out.
It's like a Western. Like a Western, but set in space.
Western space.
Yeah. The last episode was even him, like...
He has Spurs.
In space.
Yeah,
What good do Spurs do you in space?
I don't know.
what good did the Spurs do? Oh, it was for riding horse. But the last episode was even him like coming across this small village and then helping the village.
Oh.
You know, so you know it's real Western.
Like a traveling cowboy.
Yeah, he's like the loner that travels around. Pretty good. So that's gonna do it for today. That was the news that we had.
All right.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. Yes,
right.
listening.
Yeah,
I know
right.
on the last few episodes I might have said watching. Sorry.
And if you can see us, let us know because you're weird. You should not be able to see us.
But if you want to reach out to us, you can reach out to us on an email that is 3drivals@gmail.com. You can reach out to us on Facebook, facebook.com/3drivals, or tweet at us on the Twitters. Tweet. At 3_rivals. Other than that, thank you again for listening.
Oh, there's no .com on it. It's just 3_rivals.
Yeah, because that's our Twitter handle.
All right. So,
I'm just
So,
used to hearing the
The .com is Twitter.
Okay.
It's
I'm not
Twitter.com.
used to all this new tech. Now I don't tweet, so
At 3_rivals.
.com. That's what I figured you was gonna say. That's usually what's followed by.
Oh my God.
Sorry, jeez, I don't tweet. Like I said, I don't even know how to tweet.
Yeah, okay.
I don't understand the point of tweet. So,
I don't either. We actually haven't tweeted anything.
but follow us anyway.
Follow us anyway.
See where we might
Tweet at us.
Yeah, tweet us what you're doing.
Yeah, how about that? Maybe we
And
should
we'll
jump on
comment.
the hashtag release the Snyder Cut.
It's okay, sure. Something to do.
Anyway, thanks for listening, guys.